Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Cole's Farm. Beautiful Saturday, or turning into a beautiful Saturday as the sun starts to peek over the trees over my left shoulder here. So about to get into hive number 6. Feel free to check out the introduction video this week. It's a pretty short video, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Basically it sums up what I did this past week and what I intend on doing today, with a few other plans for the year. So hive number 6, Overwintered. I found the queen at the very last possible inspection before I deployed in September. She should still be in here and she should still be marked unless the queen, or unless the colony has superseded her. Let me get myself some space here to work. And a few other things that come to mind is, if you look back on that video, you will notice they did not have a medium box. So this past week, if you check out the introduction video again, I cleaned out some dead outs, and one of the dead outs had a medium box on top that was, you know, it looks like this was from number 3, from hive number 3, and it really looks like that hive completely absconded. I didn't find a bunch of dead bees like I did in the other dead outs, and to my surprise, the wax in the medium box, which usually acts as a super, had not been invaded by wax moths, so it's all totally usable. So that was the previous video, not the introduction for this week, but the video that was published on Wednesday, of moving that box on top of this one, and I have absolutely no doubt the bees will be just as welcoming today as they were on Wednesday. Spoiler alert, they were not welcoming, and they were kind of aggressive. Rightfully so, because they haven't been interrupted, or I haven't disrupted them in 6 months. But I do have my smoker today. It is sunny, they are out foraging, and I'm curious to see in the last, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 to 4 days, what has changed in the top box, the medium box here. Curious to see if the queen has come up and started laying eggs. Curious to see if the field bees have started storing nectar in there, given that they were provided quite a few frames, 4 or 5 frames of nicely drawn out wax. So like usual, enough of me yapping. Let's get in here. Let's give them some smoke first. Try to do things somewhat smartly. Surprisingly, that's pretty sealed down for just a few days. Decent amount of bees in the top box. And before I disrupt them too much, let's take a look at the front entrance. And you can see that's a decent amount of activity for this time of year. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Let's get in there and with this colony. This is crazy. Check this out. Let me smoke them down and get them off here. But they actually, hopefully this comes up on camera, they have actually started to fill these cells with nectar. I'd say that was a really good idea to add this box. And I have another box from a dead out, another medium, it's actually a shallow, but another super box from a dead out that I might actually add to hive number 1, because they don't have too many frames of bees, but any extra space they should be able to use. Yeah, they're up here. It did not take that long, just a few days, to get up in this top box and start using the extra space. Let's see. Nice brood frame. two queen cells. I'm going to take a closer look. The one on your right, if you can see that or not, looks like some royal jelly in there, so I imagine it has a larva. And the other one, yep, sure enough, the other one has, I'm sorry, that one. Oh, what in the world? Look at that wax moth that just crawled out of there. Never seen that before. The wax moth just flew out of one of the cells. Hopefully that came up on camera. That was extremely weird to see. Huh. Okay. Alright, so I'm looking for the queen. I'm going to set this frame over here. And I actually might make a split off of that. This frame's pretty light. There's a queen right there, and she is not marked. So, crap, where'd she go? She's moving fast. I already lost her. There she is. There's a queen. I don't know if she's a virgin queen or not, but still gonna go through and see if I find the queen that I marked with the blue dot. Kinda doubt it, but you never know. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is kind of go through the hives that have a lot of brood on them. She's still in here? I'm going to go through the hives that have a lot of brood on them and see if I see eggs. And if I see eggs, she's made it. Oh, we have pupated larvae right here. She is made it, and I can make a decision. Yeah, so she is made it. I'm going to leave, trying to think what to do. Yeah, I'm going to move the, let's see. I'm going to move the frame, whatever frame this was, that has the two developing queen cells. The one on the left definitely has, they both have larvae in it, so that's two queen cells and a whole bunch of brood. I'm going to move that down to the very far nuke. And that's the center frame. And for the first time, I'm actually going to mark it, what I did. So the queen's in here. I need to leave her some frames. So I need to move at least a frame or two over. So that has some brood. That's got some brood. What's up with this? Move this one. This frame because it has pollen, nectar, it has some pupated larvae. I just need to shake some bees into it. So this has brood. That has brood. That has a ton of nectar. This frame has some brood. Let's see. I'm going to shake some bees down into the nuke. I'm actually going to shake quite a few frames down into the nuke. You put that in here. You put this in here. Yeah, that says a lot of bees on it. That should give them a chance. 6, 8. Okay, so we got our 8. Get the queen marked here shortly and back in there. Don't necessarily need this. Extra frame. The Nuke needs one more frame. Alright, let's get this queen marked, get this put back together. Even though I shook a few frames of bees down into the nuke, they have enough field bees out right now. Alright, here we go. I didn't think I was going to make a split today, but 'tis the season. Let's get her marked up. She can flip over, that'd be cool. There we go. See if we can get another look at her. There, alright. Just give her a few minutes to dry out. Alright, let's get her released. Hive number 6. New queen for the year. Here she goes. Oh, what's she doing? Go down in there. Alright, had to help her out with that. Let's get the top box back on because she seems a little flighty. Okay, that does it for hive number 6. Found a frame with 2 very developed queen cells. They'll be completely capped in the next few days and probably hatch out by next weekend, I would imagine, or the week after. And found hive number 6's new queen. So it seems like they swarmed at some point because I marked, well, as you saw with the clip from last year, I marked the previous queen with a blue dot on the very last inspection before I deployed, and here we are with an unmarked queen. So that is a very strong indication that they swarmed at some point. No big deal. They're queen right. She's laying too because I found eggs, decent brood. Let's take a look at the front entrance. Probably a whole lot of commotion. Yep, that is what a strong hive looks like after an inspection. There's bees everywhere, but believe it or not, in about 10 to 15 minutes, everything will be back to normal and they will be all back in the hive like nothing happened. And let's go for a short walk down to nuke number 1. Like I said, I did not plan on making a split today, so this is kind of cool. 2 queen cells. They have 2 queen cells in there now. Actually, I'm going to show you that because I marked the top of the frame with a paint marker. I was using a Sharpie last year, but they just dry out too fast and they don't work as well. I saw a video of somebody else using a paint marker, and I thought that's pretty smart because most of the time I have one with me anyway in case I need to mark a queen. So let's take a look in nuke number 1, and I just want to show you real fast how I marked that frame. So there you go, 2 queen cells, and I put X's where they are in case I don't get back into them in a decent amount of time and say the bees, you know, either tear down the cells or the cells hatch and the bees tear down the cell really, and I can't find or remember where they used to be. All right, so that does it for me today. It is going to take a little bit to get used to inspecting the hives again. I'm kind of fatigued already after only doing 4, but I did take my time with them, which is why the videos are a little longer than I'd like. But again, I don't like to cut the videos down to just a few minutes because I feel like people miss out on a lot or anything that may help them. And that's really the general concept of the channel, is just sharing my beekeeping experience, how I do things, and just like I learned from other people sharing their full inspection videos, I chose to do the same. Some people might not like it or watch the entire videos because they are a bit long in terms of you know, YouTube standards, but it is what it is, and that is what I choose to do, so nothing wrong with that. Again, thanks for watching Cole's Farm, everybody. We're on Facebook, Instagram. If you're not aware of that, we have all the clickable icons in the YouTube banner on our homepage, just so so hit the icon that you like or that you want to go to, and it'll take you to that page. And if you look at the square icon and or click on the square icon and you're local to the Jacksonville, North Carolina area, that will take you to our square page, which is how you can purchase honey from us. So be sure to check that out and share that with your friends and family. All right, well, until next time, which should be in about 10 to 14 days, is when I plan on coming out and inspecting the hives again. Feel free to share any of our content with your friends and family. I'm just watching this drone. Oh, it flew off. I was just watching this drone crawl all over one of the dead out colonies. Just looked funny because it was fat and stumbling over itself. Either way, yeah, so that does it for this week. Thanks for watching, everybody.